What about conspiracies?
We were gonna talk about conspiracies.
No, I'm not KGB. I am 1/8 Georgian though.
It's fine.
10 years running that I don't like vegetables, and it comes from you. Why do you keep saying that?
Top 5 vegetables.
Okay. It was the most miserable 2 weeks of my life because feeding these kids was nearly impossible.
Do you want to talk about consciousness?
No, absolutely not.
Not to bring this back to jiu-jitsu, but would you say that the first part of your culinary journey, you were learning how to cook ecologically?
Oh my God, yes.
The Sumerians talk about a pre-moon civilization. The Sumerians have like documents and tablets about like what it was like before the moon was here.
There's egg and vegetable. Is that what you're trying to? Is that your number 4?
No, bro, I didn't say eggs.
What about conspiracies?
We were gonna talk about conspiracies.
We're gonna talk about the moon today. Nice. I hope you brought your research.
Dude, it's all locked in here, bro. I'm so ready.
Oh my God, bro. It's
so
a good thing that
ready.
we have Google. Anyway, all right, so welcome to the Grappling Review. My name is Gabe. I'm joined by Shon and Pauly. This is the first 3-man cast that we're gonna do. This episode should be a lot of fun, hopefully. I don't know how the episode's gonna go. It could maybe even be a bit of a train wreck. The reason that we're kind of getting together, the 3 of us, is because anytime that we are, hanging out, it always turns into a bit of a debate. So before we get started, don't forget to like, rate, share, subscribe. On all the socials and all that stuff. But let's get right to it. So, I kind of like, why don't we get started with like your jiu-jitsu journeys and stuff? Like, I know, obviously, with Pauly, I met him a really long time ago. We've been friends for a long time. And then Shon has been also, I've known Shon for a long time. Shon is an executive chef, the chef. And yeah, just interesting stories, all along. But like, I do want to know how you got to jiu-jitsu exactly.
Okay, so I used to watch UFC fights at this bar in Williamsburg that no longer exists with Lulu, if you remember, and her boyfriend at the time.
It was through Lulu that you got to
Lulu was the one who dragged me to the gym the first time.
I do remember. He unlocked the memory.
Yeah, because we were watching the UFC fights, and then like whenever it got to the grappling, I would like. I remember I watched someone do a triangle choke, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" Like I was like, and she's like, "You want to learn how to do one?" And I was like, "Kinda." So she dragged me to the gym that day, and then yeah, that was it. I think there's a picture that exists of the first day that I ever trained, but I couldn't track it down. I think Lulu might have deleted it off Facebook, but shout out to Lulu.
Yeah.
and that was how long ago now?
That must have been 2015.
So 2015, it's been officially 10 years, and you just got your pro belt last night.
Mm-hmm.
So
Should have been a black belt by now if I was taking my
I
shit
think
serious.
you should have been. Took a lot of breaks. COVID. The other thing is like the whole. I want to get into it a little bit later, but like your whole like story with like Bushwick Supper Club and how you ended up becoming the chef. But Pauly, your jiu-jitsu story, basically how you got into jiu-jitsu and all that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was kind of it's a similar story. Like, I grew up watching the UFC, and GSP was like my hero. Like,
He's still my hero.
Yeah, he's still my hero. so I grew up watching him fucking kick ass for all those years on his like generational run. And then I just went down the rabbit hole, and I was like, I looked up who was his coaches, like what are they training? And then I was like, wow, I need to do jiu-jitsu. I wrestled in high school, and like I was like, okay, like what's next? And then I met Aaron, our mutual friend, trained at the legendary FitNext, and then from FitNext, trained with the PSF guys, and then moved out here and taught jiu-jitsu for around 3 years, and then moved back home, trained with Isaac, got my black belt from Isaac, and so that's kind of my whole spark notes of my.
You skipped your star pupil, Danny Lure.
Yes.
The white belt under Edward Contreras.
Yes, he's still missing. I don't know how to get him back. He's still missing, but yes, he's the Spider Guard master.
The villain.
I mean, I mean, I guess.
We'll put his fire guard up against any
funny,
other
yeah.
blue belt in the gym.
It's funny
Aiden.
because actually this is kind of like the perfect segue into like, the story of the chef. Right? Because like, so you were running like a early morning class.
Yeah.
Danny Lure was the mythical Danny Lure was part of this program and all that. And you guys had like the morning, like breakfast club joints.
Yep. At Shea Alex after every training.
Yeah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Which I felt mad jealous about after I found out after like 3 or 4 weeks that you guys are doing this every week. So I started meeting up.
But you couldn't wake up.
Well, yeah.
That's why you didn't know about it.
You were literally sleeping on it.
Well, I've always said there's no way I can ever do a morning class.
That's why I was doing it.
I mean, yeah.
And that's why we got breakfast after.
That was the incentive. That's the only reason people showed up.
And that's where you were.
Yeah, Shon actually was like, yo, you guys want breakfast after training? Go to Shea Alex. This bacon, egg, and cheese is insane.
The Kevin.
Yeah, the Kevin.
All these mythical names, right? Daniel Lord, the Kevin.
Yeah.
Sea level cane.
That's where that's where you started the Bushwick Supper Club.
Yeah, Shea Alex was the first spot.
Yeah, where you had like these like, private meetups and all that stuff with like dope menus and stuff and wine pairings and all that and that which was basically a hobby, right?
Yeah, I was probably losing money just to do it, just for fun.
Yeah, and now that led to where you are now, right?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I use the word parlay a lot. Like, so you kind of have to like, the fake it till you make it thing, but like you kind of have to bet on your own bullshit, and then when you win, you just keep betting on your own bullshit.
God.
And then when you fail, you just start it again.
Bro,
Double it.
bro.
You just keep doubling down.
You just described Marty Supreme.
Is that what it is?
You are Marty Supreme.
I am.
You're still not going to watch it.
You are Marty Supreme, bro. Dude, there needs to be like a Marty Supreme of the chef, and it should just be called the chef.
The chef.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, like, every update, because, like, then I moved back home and then would visit, often. And every update I got from Shon, it wasn't ever a surprise. It was just like, oh, that makes total sense. So, like, your internal, you were like, I'm betting, parlaying. But for me, I was like, oh, that just makes sense.
Yeah,
like, this is
absolutely.
just the natural path that you were going to go down.
The thing is, so Shon over here, he, like, went from, like, doing, like, these little sub clubs as a hobby, just kind of, like, loves cooking and stuff like that, to now being the executive chef at Sunday in Brooklyn, as well as like doing the menus at
I help out at, I don't do any of the other like big restaurants, but I help out at the Bedford once in a while, and then I did the menus for the 2 locations in London, so the 2 Sundays in Brooklyn and London.
Yeah. So
exactly. I mean, like, I don't know, like, if there's a better come up story than that, like going from like
cooking for his friends.
Cooking for his friends.
Yo, guys,
Like,
shoot me some money so I can get these ingredients.
You never went to like culinary school.
Yeah, no.
Everything is basically on YouTube.
I have a degree from YouTube, yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
have
YouTube degree,
from
whatnot.
You had an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Too.
No, that's the thing is like, I didn't really have any like real mentorship until I started at Sunday. And that's when I met Derek, who was the executive chef, the chef de cuisine when I first started at Sunday was Derek. And then we have a corporate chef named Chef Paul Punch. And then the chef owner, his name is Jamie Young. And like they were the 3 guys who kind of like put me under their wing. And they taught me everything I know, essentially. Like, I don't think I really knew anything before I worked there. Like, I think I like could figure some things out, but that's when like...
You're like, I can make this taste good.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
Yeah, they were the ones who were like, why did you do it like that? You should do it this way. And I was like, oh. You need someone to kind of like point out your flaws in a way that other people won't do.
Need a coach.
Yeah, exactly. It's a coach.
Yeah,
but it's also like the biggest thing over there too is just like, and this is the truest thing about everything is like, there's not a lot of ego. Like, no one's showing you shit because no one's giving you a note because it makes them feel good. They're giving you a note because the only thing they care about is the product at the end of the day. It's like, I'm giving you this note to get this dish to where it needs to be.
Not to bring this back to jiu-jitsu, but would you say that the first part of your culinary journey, you were learning how to cook ecologically?
Oh my God, yes.
And then you only became the god chef that you are because of
whoa. No. Don't be saying that ecological training got him to God level.
No. he only got to the next level when he took the mentorship and started doing specific
when he got
steps.
a coach, when he started drilling, right? Because repetition, you had to
Like you got good ecologically.
I'm trying to think of the analogy for drilling and cooking, because like I don't think I do a lot of drilling. I think
I do a lot of repetition.
I do a lot of repetitions, but I don't know. My brain wants to say that it's closer to a live situation. Like I think repetitions are more like positional rolling, where it's like I'm putting myself in a position to iron out variables.
Yeah.
I think.
Or do you do that via drilling?
There's different kinds of drilling.
There's different kinds of drilling. I would say that I would say that the correct, or not the correct. I would say that the best way to drill, in my opinion, is going through the repetitive process of trying to achieve certain goals, trying to perfect your sequence or concept or technique, but including some sort of randomization, so that because I believe in randomization in order to create the new neurons in your brain to learn things and commit them to memory a lot better. But I still think that repeating something over and over again is important. So this way it becomes second nature. So I think it's just a combination of both. That's why when I do traditional drilling in the classes, but I add, once I feel like they've done enough drilling, I add a random piece to it. So for example, it might be like a typical class where it's like, okay, today we're going to work on knee cut. This is best principles for knee cut. This is like what works, proven, and so on and so forth. Showing the whole concept, why the concept works, why you're looking for certain things, as opposed to showing like, okay, this is technique step 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's showing the concept of the knee cut, and then I have you drilling the concept of the knee cut. But once I feel like you've done enough drilling of it, now I say like, okay, now after you apply the knee cut, person on bottom does whatever recovery they want, and your job is to get back into the knee cut from there. Or once you finish the pass, add a submission sequence of your own, whatever sequence it is, and make sure it's not repeated. So don't like knee cut, side control, go to mount armbar, and then just do that 10 times. It's got to be, in my opinion, randomize it. Every rep has to have like a random element. So you're both drilling the repetition, but also creating the randomness to not necessarily simulate live, because live simulation and specific training is a whole different topic, I think. Yeah. Because that's in the area of resistance-based training, and like how resistance makes you better as well.
Because kind of the way I think about it is like if you were to separate drilling into like three, like just keep it simple, into 3 tiers. Mm-hmm. And like the very first tier is like, can you move your body this way?
Yes.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, kind of like what you were saying, where it's like the second tier of drilling is, okay, I can move my body this way. Now can I deal with a couple variables? Check. And then the third tier of drilling, to me in my brain, I don't know if this is correct, but it seems like that is live, like situational training.
Right.
And I think, but
can you do it under duress?
My brain groups that all into drilling, right? I don't.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, drilling, there isn't just one way of drilling. There's multiple categories of drilling that I think that you need to train equally. Can you because you need to first, like you said, know that you physically can do it, and if you physically cannot do it, then what do you need to change to be able to do something, right? For example, if you want to bolo but you don't have certain flexibility, you can still bolo by changing certain things that you can do and whatnot, but you first need to discover whether you can do it.
Yeah.
Then it's the whole like, how do you commit it to memory, and then it's, can you do it under duress, under resistance, right? Because it's one thing to be able to like do a bolo, do an armbar, a million times, but can you do it when somebody's trying to punch you in the face or whatever? You know what I mean? Like when somebody's trying to actually like submit you and stuff, and so the reason that you want to do specific training is because you might encounter, like in a regular role where there's no constraints whatsoever, you might encounter the opportunity to bolo somebody once in the whole role. And if you do 5 rounds, and that's like 5 repetitions if you only get a chance to do it once. But if you do it in specific training, you're getting a chance to encounter the resistance while trying to hit this goal. Maybe, in one typical, 3 or 5 minute round specific training, 5-10 times, right? Everything is still based on repetition of some form. And that's why I figure back
to the kitchen.
Yeah, back to the kitchen.
Like there's probably different degrees, like live restaurant time There's like
Like when you're
perfecting
testing a dish,
Yeah.
you're not doing it for anybody. You're not doing it under a live timetable or anything like that. But if you're testing a dish, you're doing it multiple times, even if there's variances in how you're.
I think there's
doing
two
it, no?
different skills here though too, because it's like they're not even the same thing. So like there's the analogous thing would be here. So it's like there's cookery, like how good of a cook are you, and how good are
Cookery.
you cookery,
Cookery.
and then how good are you at
First time
executing?
I've ever heard of the term.
No, that's
cookery.
serious. Like, how good are you at executing a basic technique? So it's like, for example, during COVID, everyone was losing their fucking mind. I didn't have anything else to do. I was like, I really want to get good at making omelets, French omelets in non-stick pans, which is really difficult.
Yeah.
So I was making like 3 a day.
Stainless steel.
Carbon steel.
Carbon steel.
That's like, that's an exercise in cookery. Mm-hmm. And then there's like, there's recipe
See, that's
development.
drilling.
Well, yeah,
I'm
yes.
doing the same omelet with the same
Exactly.
pan, no other changes in my constraints, and I'm just doing that over and over again.
But there's a difference in recipe development versus cookery. So it's like, the jiu-jitsu analogy would be like, all right, how good are you at like repeating a sequence of movements that someone showed you versus how good are you at stringing those different sequences of movements together and kind of creating something that's more your own.
Yeah.
And it's like, those are two totally separate skills. And like for the kitchen, like I'm a good cook, but like I think I'm better at recipe development. Like I think that's really where my skills lie. And I think it's actually even like similar in jiu-jitsu for me personally. I feel like I think I'm good at connecting dots that some other people don't necessarily see, but I'm also not the best at like doing the basic stuff because I just get bored and I like start looking into doing weird stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think those are different skills, and different people have different aptitudes for those two skills. And in a perfect world, you'd be good at both.
It's crazy because that's like exactly reflective in your jiu-jitsu game.
Yeah.
It is.
You're out here trying to do super Ezekiels and like double lapel wraps and stuff, and just that's what you're doing in the kitchen. Also.
Yeah. And I think that just comes from like boredom. I don't know. I feel like I just like the things that excite me are the things that like make me like giggle. You know what I mean? It's like, that'd be funny. like it'd be really cool if I did something really like silly and over.
All right, so let's shift real quick.
Yeah.
Why do you think that craters on the moon are all the same depth?
Why do I think that's the case?
Yeah.
Or why do you know that's the case?
No.
What is the question?
I think that's the case. Well, there was a Russian study that they determined that the craters on the moon, regardless of their diameter, so regardless of like how big the meteor or the crater or the whatever, regardless of how wide the crater is, they're all the exact same depth, and that they go from being concave to being convex in the very middle, which implies that the moon has a soft outer layer and then a harder inner shell.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that you be visiting some really wacky Russian sites. It's always a Russian study. It's always
KGB?
a Russian study.
No, there's
you
a lot
KGB?
of. Well, you know what it is? No, I'm not KGB. I am 1/8 Georgian though.
It's fine.
I'm 1/8 Georgian.
It's fine. It's fine.
What does 1/8 Georgian have?
Because it's close.
It's close to Russia.
And Russia's taking.
But
over
low key, they hate Russia.
Yeah.
Russia hates Georgians
Yeah.
too.
They've been at war for.
Yeah, they might take over them next, but
Shout out to Walashvili.
Yes.
no, but seriously, the reason I brought this up is because there's always like some weird conspiracy theory that you are like, I'm really starting to believe this. What was the last one? There was like
The moon is a compelling one. I think the moon is very compelling.
I mean, I think it's very easily proven wrong.
But what is proven wrong? Because you haven't. He told you what he thought.
I think the moon is hollow. I don't know what.
Well,
I think the moon is hollow because.
well, I mean, it's. I believe that there may be hollowness, but I wouldn't say hollow. Like when you say hollow, do you think that it's just a crust?
I wouldn't make the argument that it's like a balloon and there's nothing on the inside.
Yeah.
But I will say this: it's a quarter of the size of the Earth, and it's only 4% of the Earth's mass.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, unless it's like totally porous on the middle, which again, possible. It might be it might be a cave system. I don't know what, but I will say this: the life as we know it on this planet would not exist without the moon.
For sure.
Yes, because of the intertidal
we
zone.
don't even need to go super deep on
But
that.
he's using it
because
to make his
then-
next point.
Because of the intertidal zone, life would not exist as it were on this planet,
For
right?
sure.
The moon is exactly 1/400th of the size of the sun, and is exactly 1/400th of the size from the Earth to the sun, which is why it can eclipse perfectly on both sides.
Insane, by the way.
So not only that, there's no other example of a moon in the universe that we know of that operates the way our moon does. It's
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
totally
there's no other
tidally
Earth
locked.
either, but
You know, there's analogous planets though, but there's no analogous moons.
see, it's when you use these big words that make me like kind of like, all right, maybe he's onto something.
He's onto something,
But
bro.
then I
Chef
Google.
is cooking.
No,
Chef is
he's not.
cooking, bro.
Because then when I Google, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make sense because you can kind of tell just from photographic evidence that that there is
Different depths.
different depths of the craters.
That's honestly not even like the crux of my argument. That's like the
just a
cherry
fun
on
fact.
top of weird things.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's a
fun
fun fact
fact
for me. But what ultimately
It's
what
a
I think-
mind-blowing fact if that's true.
It's not
Sumerians-
true though.
The Sumerians talk about a pre-moon civilization. The Sumerians have like documents and tablets about like what it was like before the moon was here, which is also very interesting.
What?
So my argument is that
I'm pretty sure there's evidence of the moon being in our orbit
scientifically for sure. But we don't know where the moon
since
came
the
from.
dawn of
scientifically.
like human history.
No, 100, like according to science, yes, 100%. The consensus is that it's been here since way before there was any kind of life on the
Fuck the
planet.
Sumerians.
Those are the guys, the
Maybe
Anunnaki
that's in
guys.
podcast 2. We go Samaria.
But my belief, and you could take this in however direction you want. You could say it was some sort of deity. You could say it was an architect of the universe. You could say it was an alien. You could say it was a
Look how
prehistoric
serious he believes.
a prehistoric human civilization that died off. I think the moon is a terraforming device. And the moon took an Earth that was very chaotic and made it a lot more palpable to human life.
Equilibrium. The moon would provide the equilibrium.
I think it made Earth what it was, and I don't think
We would be here
that was
without
a
the moon.
mistake. I think there's too many coincidences for that to be.
So like,
Have you ever met Eddie Bravo?
No, but I'd love to. I don't believe in flat Earth though. That one is crazy.
But you believe in the moon being a terraforming
I don't think
device?
that's crazy. I don't think
I
that's
think
crazy.
that's crazy.
What?
I don't think that's
I don't
crazy.
think that's crazy.
How do you not?
Listen,
how do you not think that's crazy?
Do you believe, like, I don't know, I guess, what's your belief? Do you believe that the universe was created, or do you think it just is a random
He's a simulation theory guy.
simulation?
No. What?
Really?
Like that.
No.
Oh.
Oh my God, this is not where I thought the podcast was going to go. Do I think that the universe was created? What you mean by like an entity?
Regardless, do you think it was designed? Or do you
I
think,
don't.
do you think it's
think.
randomness?
I don't think that it was. I believe that it was randomness.
Yeah.
But if in an infinite case of randomness, you're going to have, one instance of the universe that we have. So if you have an infinite number of random attempts,
Yeah.
just like in quantum theory, you're gonna have one example of the current universe that we live in.
Of course, yeah. There's
Right,
in
so-
infinity, there's one of everything.
Yes, exactly. Now, I don't know if there was an entity that hit the start button on like the running of all those experiments. Yeah. Right? So
Yes,
like
but yeah.
if,
But I
so
think
if
what he's
every
saying is
incident-
like the moon being in control of the tides was what provided us a life that.
right, but like so if you're
provided
saying that
early
if
Earth
you're
a
saying
life.
that the moon is a terraforming device, you're also implying that somebody placed the terraforming device here to create the Earth.
No, that part he said he didn't know what.
My argument is that there's a lot of constants and a lot of very convenient things that led for life as we live in it right now in this very time. And this time is special for a reason that I don't understand. And another example of the moon, I think every year moves about like 4 inches or 5 inches further away from Earth. So like in a million years, which is not a very long time in the solar system, those eclipses won't happen anymore.
They're important.
And it'll affect the tides in a way that like maybe won't be conducive to human life on the planet anymore. So it's like my question is like, why are we here now? Why are we observing this now? And like
Because we happen to be.
100%. But like
choosing to do jiu-jitsu.
yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff about like grappling and too. Like, do you know Plato was a wrestler?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
The Plato means broad-backed.
Does it really?
Yeah, it means he had a wide back, like a broad back, broad shoulders.
Big
yeah.
back?
I have some
Big back.
I
Big
have
back.
some
Big
shit on
back.
this.
So we got to start calling Seth Plato.
A lot of the greatest thinkers in history had
Or
some
martial
sort
arts.
of martial arts background, and it's because it grounded them to reality. Because when you go to those dark depths, bro,
Oh, we're at a dark depth right now.
you don't even know if you're
There's
coming.
nothing to ground you.
Exactly.
Do you know what ancient Greek school was like? It was music, math, and wrestling.
Yeah,
That was fire.
Fire.
absolutely.
Fire.
When did you? I am curious to know if you've always been this like
Conspiratorially minded.
I was gonna say exactly that. Exactly that. Was there like a moment?
Yeah,
like,
it was
kinda
low key.
like,
No, it was my dad. My dad was a big History Channel guy, so he watched a lot of like the Nazi UFO shit documentaries on.
with the
History
guy
Channel.
with the big hair.
For sure, no, Ancient Aliens. Yo, my dad would. My dad. So my dad back in the day was like a big pothead.
The moon is hollow.
So he would just smoke weed. We'd watch Ancient Aliens together, and then he would like drive me to Queens to get pizza. That was like the memories I have of my dad. So I ended up this way. I'm a product of my father in that way.
Okay.
But my dad's a big JFK
Eddie Bravo,
guy.
your father?
No. My dad's not nearly flexible enough. But my dad also a big JFK assassination guy. So like I got the JFK. The things that my dad instilled to me were watches, conspiracies, and firearms. Yeah.
I mean, like in a conspiracy, like there are conspiracies that are proven true.
Yeah. Like the
So
JFK
it's like-
thing. I mean, the
so it's
JFK
like-
thing is pretty.
To be a conspiracy theorist isn't
Right. I'm not. I mean, look, like theories, are theories until proven.
Do you know
right?
where the
And-
term conspiracy theory came from?
Enlighten me,
He's gonna
please.
find out.
A week after the CIA, a week after the JFK assassination, the FBI and the CIA, who have like contacts in all of the news organizations, actually have like a lot of times agents actually work in news organizations. They all told them to publish articles about the conspiracy theories, and they came up with the term conspiracy theory as that headline.
So
it's a psyop.
having a lot of trouble believing that was the first time
No, literally, that was the first time it was used.
in the history of the English language that the word conspiracy and theory were put together.
Listen, where's young Jamie?
Huh?
Where's young Jamie?
What?
You need to look it up.
It's true.
It is?
Like 100% after the report was released on the official, remember what the name of the post JFK assassination official FBI document was called. That's when the term conspiracy theory was coined, because it was.
I need to Google some shit then.
This was research beyond the official investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's trying to discredit people who are doing independent research.
Listen, when the moment that John F. Kennedy got assassinated was the moment that the deep state took over this country, and we've never been the same since.
I said no politics, bro.
That's a conspiracy
We'll end it
theory.
there. We'll end it there.
That's a
We
conspiracy
don't gotta go
theory.
any deeper.
That's my mic drop.
That's a
The
perfect
term,
mic
all
drop.
right. The term conspiracy theory was first recorded in print around 1863,
No mames.
appearing in the New York Times.
Just stop reading. Gabe. Just stop
No,
reading.
I need to read this.
What are you reading from the FBI website?
It might be actually.
Yeah, you never
the
know.
New York Times.
No, Google is the go.
Appearing in the New York Times in a letter discussing English aristocracy. Sorry.
He can't even get it out. He knows it's bullshit.
Bro, appearing in the New
Listen.
York Times in a letter discussing English aristocracy's motives during the U.S. Civil War, long before the CIA or the JFK assassination era.
Wow. I wonder if that's when it was.
So it's funny that
popularized,
they
though.
actually like mentioned the CIA.
That's
and
the
JFK.
listening
thing.
to us,
The
bro.
government. The Google
Well,
is run by the government.
While the term existed earlier, its usage significantly surged in the 1960s and 70s, right after the CIA memo aimed at discrediting critics of the Warren Commission report.
That was the Warren Commission.
Yeah, which,
I guess that's when it was popularized.
Yeah, I guess so. Somebody at the CIA was using Google to like, what can I use? Ooh, 1863.
They found it. They found
Yeah,
it. They like that's like when they pop for. That's when someone in the UFC pops for steroids, and they like go and shop and like try and find a protein powder that has it in there. And they're like, I was taking this. I was taking this stuff. It's too convenient, you know. Yeah. Like
I have no idea where to go
We just
from there.
fucked you up, bro.
I seriously don't know what to, I'm messed up right now. Between like, the hollow moon, which doesn't make sense because of an asteroid at the speed that
But it rang when they landed.
yeah, the Apollo 11 lander when it landed, it rang like.
Well,
a
that
bell.
makes sense because it's not very dense, which is why you have less gravity on the moon. But if it was really hollow, I don't know why we're going back to the moon, but if it really was hollow, the reason that we have craters is because asteroids are hitting the moon. If it was hollow, it would break apart at the speed that these asteroids are hitting it.
Unless there's the shell thing. The shell is the
But then the shell would have to be
really
strong
hard
enough, yeah, like
100%. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't.
I guess if it's a terraforming device, it might be made out of steel or some shit.
If you took like a metal
vibranium
thing and like it had a bunch of holes in it and you hit it, would it ring? I don't know. I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if that's true.
Everything vibrates. That's
everything
the thing.
resonates.
Of course, it would ring because everything vibrates.
But it wouldn't resonate as hard. I guess I don't know. I can't speak to that. You're right. I don't know.
It's just a theory.
It's just a theory, dude. We're just having fun.
I guess. Somebody else. I don't know. I don't know where to go.
We fucked them up.
I don't know where to go, bro.
Go to pizza. You're already 30 minutes in. It's gonna take
Pizza?
a while.
You want? Should we go? I don't know.
Well, all right. So the reason he says go to pizza, Alex, our camera guy and producer,
Young Jamie,
is because in every episode I do always ask. Ooh. What is your favorite pizza spot? The thing is that I think that we just discovered our favorite pizza spot. Yeah, it was just a couple nights ago. So it's hard to ask that question when we all kind of know the answer. I mean, I'm assuming so. Unless you have
it's really hard for me to like say this is my favorite. So like, and you guys have probably heard me say this like 4 or 5 times the past week, where it's like I'm like, oh, it's in my top 5, it's in my top 3. Because like,
so what's your top?
In my top, and so I guess.
Well, let me take this real quick. I'll pass it back to you. So, because I was thinking about this, because of our profound experience last night, and
2 nights ago.
The way the moon being a terraforming device fucked you up, bro. Lucky Charlie's fucked me up. Okay, Lucky Charlie's fucked me up because I was very similar to Shon, and this is just my opinion. Obviously, I don't know if you agree with it, but. Where I would just group like the best pizza in New York. Every time I come, I go get some. I do pizza crawls. I try to really get in it, and I would just group them like, oh, these are the top. These are all good. They're so good. There's not even worth really comparing them against each other. But I think that changed.
You were big on Prince Street at one point.
Yeah,
Prince Street fell off so hard. Prince Street fell off.
I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but they went
down.
No,
I'll disrespect them. You guys give me fucking cold pizza.
That was
disrespect.
Yeah, they went down. But like
off my list.
But like Lucky Charlie's, I think I could say at least in this moment. I don't know if this is recency bias, but I think it's #1.
That's crazy.
I've had a lot of pizza. I've had a lot of discussions about pizza. I think they have the best pepperoni pizza, I guess, because it wasn't like a slice spot.
No,
they have the best pepperoni pie I've ever had.
Yeah,
powerful.
You grew up here, bro.
Yeah, that shit, it was tough. It was difficult. I mean, like we were all full and we ordered another pie.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, and it still held up.
I powered through the white pie just so we can order another pie. I ate Dag's slice, my slice, and I think part of your slice just to get to another pepperoni pie.
You really rallied through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have like it was effing amazing, and it's funny because I think like
it even goes beyond that. Like Shon, how you were talking about the vibe when you walk in a spot,
the romance.
Yeah, the romance of a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it just hits all
the romance of a restaurant.
It hits all the right marks, and so by the time that pizza comes, we had our what was it called, lemon.
Our limonata di Salerno.
Yeah, we had our limonatas.
Our disgusting
they were
ocean
fire,
water. They were
but
disgusting,
it set the stage for the pepperoni.
Well, yeah, because it's like actually I see. Okay, I got messed up.
Shon might
no.
like
I got
some
messed
kind of
up.
royalties.
They gave me like something that was like disgusting to taste. So my bar was already set low. So when I got that pepperoni slice, it did, bro.
So for clarity.
Yeah.
It was an aperitivo. Not aperitivo. Sorry, it was an amaro. It was an amaro with lemonade. Yeah. So it was a little bit of a palate cleanser. It's bitter. Yes, it's bitter for you. It's bitter, but it does prime the stomach for the good food.
Yeah, for the grease.
I like the bitter shit. I get that people don't. I like the bitter stuff.
So don't get mad at me for not liking.
I'm not mad. No,
don't tell me that I'm wrong.
I ordered that drink for myself. I didn't tell everybody else to get it.
Yeah. And everybody got it, and Gabe was the only one who didn't like it. That's all I'll say. I had to.
So going back to you,
top 5.
No, #1.
This is me.
Listen,
no. This is me being a pussy. It's a pussy move. It's a cop out because
if you're gonna shit and disrespect Prince Street, which I would too. You know, I'm not a fan of Prince Street. But if you're gonna go on that level, then you can't cop out and be like, oh no.
Listen, all
Let
I
him
can
explain
say,
himself.
like at the top 5 level, it's just a matter of mood, because at that point they're not the same. They're different. They're different flavors and different textures and different reasons. I
Okay,
like different
here's the
things.
mood.
So I give my
Here's the mood.
yes.
Okay.
Right now, me right now.
Last slice you'll ever have in your life.
Last slice I'll ever have in my life.
That's crazy.
Like death row meal.
Sure.
So you did a crime.
I did a good. It was worth it.
Or
for
you
this
were
stuff.
framed by the CIA.
I could have been framed. I could have been framed. They want me. Damn, I gotta say, F&F popped in my head. F&F Sicilian popped
I
in
knew
my
you were
head.
gonna
Popped
say
in
F&F,
his
bro.
head.
F&F was
I
the
knew you were
first
gonna
one
say
to pop in
F&F,
my
bro.
head.
You're always bringing up F&F.
F&F, like, I guess it's also worth noting, like, it's so great to, like, I love Lindustry to death. I hate waiting online for 20 minutes. Like, I love...
Yeah,
20 if you're lucky.
that degrades.
I
mean,
love Lucky
wait
Charlie to
time
death.
stuff,
I hate a 2-hour wait for a table.
Yeah, that.
Like, and I get that I can
But
walk
you did the
past.
hero
I did
move.
the hero move.
Yeah, you didn't make me feel that. So
Yeah.
that's also in my rating.
So, like,
What's the hero move?
So like he put the reservation down and was
I
like,
came
"Be
after
here
work.
at-
I put my name
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
and
be
I
here
left.
at this time," and so I didn't wait. I walked up and
Yeah.
Sean was like, "Oh, the table's ready." So like that for sure goes into my
I waited.
romance.
Yeah,
of,
he was early. He was on time.
but that goes into the romance of the restaurant,
Yeah.
right? I just walked in and I was like, "Wow, this is great."
But that's
I
so...
wasn't even in the mood for pizza.
You know,
There we go.
I was tired and recovering from
so
the
it
cold.
was that good.
The pizza
was
was in
that
the mood
good.
for you.
Yeah, I mean, but Lucky Charles is a pie.
Yes, sit down spot.
Yeah.
So like the reason I
Slices,
value mono so
monos.
much, the reason I value
Slices,
F&F so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. I think Mono's is got the top slice. Like,
Mono's
go
and
there,
F&F for me.
get a slice and leave.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah, because there's no rush. It's not like you're like in this like hype train and you're waiting.
Yeah.
Like you can literally walk in, get like a
I
top
might
tier
want to get
slice and
Mono's
leave.
right after this.
Yeah,
actually.
we-
And
Sure.
that's like the true New York pizza experience is you walk into a place and you get it on a plate and you eat it while you're walking down the
exactly.
sidewalk. And that you can do that at
Or
F&F. You
just
can
at
do
the
that at
counter.
Mono's or
But
at the counter. Yeah,
I think
Those two
Mono's
things.
has that for me in my head has the crown on that. What
Yeah.
you just described. You walk in, you get your slice, and you move on.
Yeah, it's a snack. Like to me, pizza is a snack, not a meal. I say that a lot, which is why I disrespect.
I don't know. We had 3 freaking pies. That doesn't sound like a snack,
Yeah,
bro.
no, it was a big snack.
Have you ever done jiu-jitsu after eating pizza?
No, that
Like
sounds
the
terrible.
worst thing ever.
I actually don't like eating at all
horrible,
before I train now. I like to just like go in like I like to eat at like noon and then train at like 6.
I think best pre-jiu-jitsu
Are you gonna say croissant and coffee?
croissant and a cappuccino.
I feel like that's honestly like I think like every black belt does that.
Some of the best trainings I've had is field off a croissant and a cappuccino.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
It's just like you get the caffeine boost, so you're not the weirdo drinking
And
like
you get
bang
like
energy.
and you get like
Bro.
carbs.
You got a cute ass dog.
But yeah, I do think that is the best pre-jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I think
meal.
so too, because you get like something in your stomach, but it's really like croissants are so like,
Yeah.
you know,
You might
It's
not
tough getting
have
a
a
good
six
croissant.
pack, or like
it's tough getting a good croissant.
you can't be
these
too
days.
vain on this like protocol, but it is good.
I mean, I think
It's good for your soul.
I've been doing coffee and croissant for years.
Could you
now.
imagine being mean to somebody after eating a croissant, like a butter croissant?
That's kind of
Could
crazy.
you imagine being mean to somebody? Hey, I guess not.
Like you just set yourself up for success. Your students are gonna love you. You know. Like,
But then what does it do to you as a competitor if you can't be mean to somebody?
I'm soft. I'm not a competitor.
I'm also soft.
I'm not a competitor.
I'm too nice.
I guess the key is to stop having croissants.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give
Yeah.
croissants to Aiden. We need him to be at hard.
You know what you need?
steel.
You know what we need to give Aiden?
A bowl of nails.
No, bro, we need to give him the fucking limonada right before training. He's like, the
would
fuck is
vomit.
this shit?
He can't even eat sauce.
Yeah.
Huh?
He can't even eat sauce
Yeah,
or
dude,
vegetables.
Aiden.
Yo, Fred came to your restaurant and disrespected you.
Yo, no, I love him, bro. I can't talk shit about Fred, dude.
All right.
He came by, he ordered a burger, no sauce. He got a burger, no sauce.
And no other ingredients, right?
They didn't eat a single
got fries.
vegetable.
Didn't get
They got
fries?
Yeah, but that's not a vegetable.
I mean, it's a potato. What do you mean
I
it's
think
not a
I
vegetable?
think I made them eat something, but I don't remember what it was. I like sent them something where I was like, "You have to eat this," but I forgot what it was.
And he was like,
He was like, "Yeah, it was alright."
yeah, it's
He
not right
loved
for
the
me.
pita. He ate a pita and then ordered another one to go.
With the hummus? He had
No, with the
hummus?
butter, the butter, the herb
The
butter.
butter, like nothing else, right?
No, pita and herb butter.
I don't know.
Has he always been like that? Or is
Yeah,
this
always been like that. It's like the toughest thing. Like I remember this.
Didn't you make him eat sushi or something?
Yeah. Well. So like he's definitely diversifying his palate. You know, in the last couple of years.
That's good.
I did have him try sushi, and it was a good time.
Did he like it?
He liked some of it. He like appreciated some of it.
That's
I
good.
don't know that he's had sushi since though.
He liked you.
No, like that's the one thing about Fred. He will not lie. He's just straight up like maybe a little bit too harsh sometimes. I'm like, you know, you don't have to lie, but you don't have to be mean. You know what I mean? Like you can be a little bit like, you know, like, oh, it's not for me. You can say that.
Yeah.
You know. But if you remember, like there was like 3 years ago, whatever, 4 years ago, we did like a whole West Coast. We did like a trip. We were like, Fred and Nathan were. It was the first time that they're doing a jiu-jitsu trip. We go to Florida to compete at Pans, and then we decided to like go to LA to train for a week. You know, just kind of expose them to like training at Isaac's and Cobras and stuff, and just expose them to like high level training and what like traveling for jiu-jitsu is, you know, so that they could discover if like this is what the life that they want. It was the most miserable 2 weeks of my life because feeding these kids was nearly impossible. And the first week down in Florida was like, okay, like, you know, it was tough feeding them, but you know, they kind of dealt with it. But then by the time that we went to LA, they're so far from home. These kids are just, especially Fred, was just so homesick that he just didn't even care about training. Every time they went to eat somewhere, he was just moping around and sad because he couldn't eat anything. There
What were
was
they
nothing
eating?
on
Like McDonald's?
like 4 or 5 times a week.
No way.
Chicken nuggets and burgers.
No
Because
way.
like after a while,
Chicken nuggets?
like in Florida, I was trying to do the work, right? Like trying to convince them to eat certain
exposed them to
things.
some things, yeah.
Like if they're gonna eat a burger, like all right, we're gonna get a gourmet burger. But then by the time we got to LA, I was like so fed up. I was like, all right, you're gonna eat with me, and then after I'm done eating, then we're gonna go to drive-thru.
McDonald's,
Yeah, go to freaking In-N-Out. I think. Oh, you know what it was? We went to In-N-Out like 3 or 4
That's
times.
crazy.
Okay,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
at least
You know,
better than McDonald's.
Burger with nothing on it.
Yeah.
Bread and just patty.
You know what was the funniest thing about Fred when he came to the restaurant? Like after he ate, he like walked up to me in the kitchen and tried to pay me. I was like, Fred, sit down. I was like, this is a classy establishment. Like we're gonna come to you. He just like literally didn't know what to do. He's like, oh, it's so nice in here. He was like,
Well, again, he's like getting out. Like finally, you know, he's been.
good.
I don't want to say that he's been sheltered, but he hasn't exposed himself. You know,
Maybe
in a non-perverted way, by the way. I'm not talking.
nobody was going there.
Well, when you.
you just you don't have to finish that sentence. What if Aiden would have scored those last 2 points if he had just been on a great diet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because Aiden's diet's horrible.
Are they like young enough where it doesn't matter?
I mean, it always matters. That's the
Yeah,
thing,
right.
but you know, it's
to
tough.
what
Like so, the
extent,
thing
right?
is,
'Cause you've heard that argument, right?
Aiden has gotten to the point where like he, you know, he hates everything, but he'll do it if he needs to do it without complaining.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, maybe he complains, but not to me. Like, you know, right now he's on a diet plan. He's gonna do Euros, and you know, again, he's trying to be a competitor, and like, you know, to see if like the life of a jiu-jitsu competitor or jiu-jitsu athlete is for him. We're gonna try to give this next year a full run at all like the major tournaments, at full-time training and the whole 9. And part of that is gonna be strength training as well as a proper diet plan. And he's on a diet plan right now, and he hates all of it.
But he's doing it.
And my conversation with him is like, all right, let's figure out what you can eat so that we can like put it into your diet plan. And he's like, it doesn't matter, I'll eat it. I don't even like it.
What is he
I'm like,
eating?
it's just, I keep it super
Chicken,
simple.
rice, veg.
I keep it super simple where like, you know, one meal is gonna be like he'll have like carbs in the daytime, maybe like a salad or less carbs at night. And then we're just switching up the protein every meal and keeping it simple because he can't really do vegetables. He can't do sauce. He can't do anything.
I think
you
he
know?
got it from you, bro.
Huh? What?
Because you don't like vegetables.
Oh my God, bro! This is like the biggest myth on earth, bro.
I think they got
This
it
is like
from
10
you,
years
man.
running that I don't like vegetables, and it comes from you. Why do you keep saying that?
Top 5 vegetables.
Okay,
Name 5 vegetables right now.
all right.
Gongon is not a vegetable.
I don't even like concombre.
Yo, all right, go. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Mofongo's
Put me on
not
the
a
spot.
vegetable.
Mofongo's not a vegetable.
No,
Put
look,
me on
all
the
right.
spot.
Look, I love spinach.
Spinach is yeah.
Okay. It's not a vegetable. It's not a vegetable.
That's a very
I don't
weak
think that's
vegetable.
is it a carnivorous?
I like
Arugula.
I'm gonna smack you with this mug, bro.
I'm glad I'm in between you guys right now. I thought I was gonna be the instigator.
I like snow peas, like sauteed snow peas, mushrooms, sweet potatoes. What?
Mushrooms are fruit.
Why are you
fruiting
doing
bodies.
this?
It's a fungus.
Yeah, it's a fruiting body.
Can a vegetarian eat mushrooms?
Yeah.
All right then.
Technically
So then
no.
it counts.
Technically no, but we'll have some.
What?
Vegetarians can have eggs.
There's egg and vegetable. Is that what you're trying to? Is that your number 4?
No, bro. I didn't say eggs.
It's hard. People like a lot.
Take away mushroom. Take away mushroom.
I like vegetables. I don't know what the fuck is bro. Just because I can't name them doesn't mean that I don't
You
like
do get a lot of vegetables when you come to the restaurant.
Yes.
You get a lot of restaurants.
Always.
Yeah. I think you like the Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Okay, Gary goes
You like the
3.
Brussels- The squash. Squash isn't a vegetable.
Yeah.
Squash is a fruit. Squash is a fruit. Squash is fruit.
Yeah, squash is fruit. But I like anything like sweet potato, especially like roasted Japanese sweet potato.
We have that on the menu right now.
Bok choy?
Really?
Yeah.
Bok
Bok
choy
choy is a very
bok
high
choy.
level-
I love
that's
baby.
a very high level
Baby
vegetable.
bok choy is in every single one of my groceries.
Bro, I know a demon back at home that blends his bok choy
Into what?
into his juice. I'm like, that's a vegetable that you respect.
Pauly, wait. You know a demon?
Yes.
Who?
I can't say his name. There's a guy I know
Beelzebub?
at work.
Why do you call him a demon?
Because he
Why
blends-
did you start it with like,
Because
oh, I
he-
know a demon?
Because he blends his bok choy.
Oh, not even like a jiu-jitsu context demon, like just like a regular human.
No, just a human who
Oh,
blends
wow.
his.
Like an actual demon is what
no,
you're
he's
trying to
just a
say.
human who blends his bok choy. And I'm just like, bro, you gotta put respect on that vegetable. That's a high tier vegetable. That's not one you blend.
Yeah,
you
saute
blend
that shit with some garlic and some
You
cracked
blend-
pepper.
No, I've never blended bok choy. I'm
Exactly.
trying to imagine it in my head.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right?
He's gonna try that.
I
shit
love
out.
Chinese broccoli.
Yeah, that's
Chinese
a
broccoli
great-
Chinese
fire.
broccoli is
that's
a goat
great
vegetable.
vegetable.
Yeah. I don't like vegetables.
I mean, you got 2 on the list before you got help.
My God, just because I have bad memory doesn't mean I don't like vegetables.
You got a bad memory. If you like vegetables, you've been eating them your whole life. You don't need memory.
You've been eating them your whole life. Colleen,
Well, I can't say that I've been eating them my whole life, but you can't say that I don't like vegetables. So shut the fuck up.
There's a lot of science about picky eaters.
We gotta
and where
do a
it
lot of
comes from, man.
censoring in this video.
Do you know where picky eaters are? Like how you make a picky eater? It's enforced feeding, like you like make them eat, but it's a very limited diet, and that's how you get a picky eater.
Because then they don't explore.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not very picky.
No, not you. I'm
I
talking
would
about
say that
Fred
I
Maynard.
used to be.
Yeah.
I had a very like
Well, it's hard when you
experience at a
haven't been
certain point.
exposed to a lot of things.
There was a certain point in my life where I had to eat one hot dog every day.
Wow.
That's all I could afford.
Yeah.
Then I just put every topping on the hot dog, and I
Except for vegetables.
You can't get vegetables at a gas station, bro.
Relish?
I put everything on
Okay.
it. Everything.
Use
Relish,
relish.
onions, mustard, ketchup.
All
Oh
the
yeah, there
calories.
you go. Yes.
Relish. You like relish?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I love pickles.
I still don't know where to go with this podcast, but I do think that we can start wrapping it up. Any final thoughts that might lead into another hour-long tangent?
Do you want to talk about consciousness?
No, absolutely not. All right, I think we're just gonna wrap it up on that one. Thank you guys for listening in, watching, or tuning in and stuff up until this point. It's been the Grappling review. We didn't review too much grappling, but it's been a fun conversation. Don't forget to like, rate, share, subscribe, and thanks. Peace.
Love you. Bye.